All right, identity property. Identity property. So this is your next property. Identity, like ID. You can raise your hand and tell me, what does ID mean? Identification? What does that mean? Who you are, right? Okay, so that same thing of like outside of math class, identification, ID means who you are, what you are, who you are, goes along with this identity property. It goes very similar, okay? So same idea. So identity property, let me look back 1 second. Okay. Identity property is if I have a 7 and I add a magical number, I still want to be called a 7. If I am a 7, my ID is a 7, what number do I add to 7 to still be a 7?
0.
What do I add to 5? If I'm a 5, I identify as a 5 to still be the number 5.
0.
Oh, look how I'm writing this down. So awesome of me. Good job, Miss O'Malley. Thanks. What if I have a negative number? What if my ID says -8? What do I add to still be a -8? 0. So, when we're adding, what number are we adding when it comes to the identity property? 0. Okay, so the identity property allows you to, says that if you add 0, you stay the same. You stay the same. Now, tricky. Now let's switch over to multiplication. If I am the number 5, and I multiply it by what to still remain the number 5?
1.
Good. Now it's a 1. What if I am a -10 times what number is still going to make me a -10? Well, let's see.
1.
My answer is a negative, right? So I already have one negative circled. Am I going to make this one a negative and circle this negative?
No.
No, I have to circle what number? A positive to end up being a negative, right? So what number am I going to multiply by?
1.
Still 1. Not a negative, but a positive. So the identity property is when you add 0 or you multiply by 1. Okay? So it's when you're adding 0 multiplying by 1. So whenever you see a problem in addition and it's adding 0, you're doing the identity property. If you see a problem where you're multiplying by 1, you're using the identity property of multiplication. All right? Oh, I have a hard one for you. Oh, wow. I don't know if you can handle this. 3/4 plus what equals 3/4? Oh, someone got it right. 0, right? So even if it's a fraction, it's still the same, right? Oh, I'm going to trick you with this one for sure. 1 3/8 times what equals 1 3/8?
1.
Oh. 1. I know. I warned you. You were going to get all confused and stuff. I get it.